a big development in the drug disclosure in Sushant Singh Rajput death case. Souvik Chakravarti, we are learning from our sources, has allegedly named Rhea Chakravarti, saying that he procured drugs for her. Meanwhile, top sources in the NCB now say that we do not have plans to arrest Souvik just as yet, but they want to do a thorough interrogation. Our entire battery of reporters is joining us live from Mumbai, but that story broken there by Siddhant. Let's go across to Siddhant first. First, tell us, what exactly did Souvik say?
Well, you see, first of all, there is intense grilling which is currently going on inside the Narcotics Control Bureau. We have also been confirmed that these two fellows, Samuel Miranda and Souvik Chakravarti, will be allowed to go home late night. This is what the sources are confirming. Now, the two important takeaways from today's grilling so far is, first, Miranda has confessed that he used to procure drugs for Sushant Singh Rajput's house. Second, Souvik has also confessed, and he has also named Rhea during a course of an interrogation. Now, the fact here is they both have given several other names also, the big fish of the business, and they are also going to get summoned. Now, agency is currently tight-lipped on Rhea's role, because they first want to interrogate Rhea as far as drug angle is concerned.
Who
and then they
would questioned today, Siddhant? Who all were questioned in addition to Souvik?
Okay, so Kaizan is currently inside, the peddler who was picked yesterday. Kaizan has direct links to Souvik Chakravarti. Agency has those chats, and we have been told that by evening he will be shown arrest by the Narcotics Control Bureau. Before this, you know that 4 peddlers are already in the custody of Narcotics Control Bureau. So they have enough evidences, Padmaja. They have CDRs, they have chats, and all these chats are they are being confronted with. They are being asked by agency to explain the chats that are in the form of the evidence before the agencies. Now, the fact here is that Souvik is a bit evasive. Souvik is not confessing the fact that he was doing this for profit or for making money. More or less, Souvik's statements are that he was doing it on a personal level, or he was procuring it for Sushant Singh Rajput's house. But the fact here is the chats clearly establishes that it was not just an individual consumption, buying or selling. It has to do something with a larger conspiracy, and this is perhaps the reason that the 5 peddlers have already been picked, other than Miranda and Souvik Chakravarti. These 2 are currently inside, and agency is not in a mood to allow them to go home at this point in time.
Okay,
more than 8 hours.
The number of people who Siddhant has named right now: Kaizan, Zaid, Basit, all of these people we told you about earlier, all of these people who have been arrested by the NCB, and all of these people, Mohit Bhatt, how are they linked to the case, and more specifically to Souvik Chakravarti and Rhea?
Well, you see, Padmaja, now agencies have found out that there are direct links of Souvik Chakravarti with Basit Parihar, Zaid and Kaizan. Now you see, Basit Parihar met Souvik Chakravarti at a football club. Now Basit Parihar and Souvik Chakravarti, their friendship grew when they met at the club. Then Basit Parihar made Sohail meet Souvik Chakravarti, and Sohail was the one who used to supply buds to Souvik Chakravarti. Now Zaid was the one, through Samuel Miranda, Souvik Chakravarti used to procure buds from Zaid. Now the number of Samuel Miranda was given to Zaid by Souvik Chakravarti. So clearly, you see, the dots are being joined by the NCB, and also Kaizan. Kaizan was also the one who used to work as a PR with a restaurant, and he was also somebody who was supplying banned narcotic substances to Souvik Chakravarti. So yes, the whole circle has come to light, and the NCB has said that it's not just about procurement, it's about the selling of the buds also, because Souvik Chakravarti used to procure drugs from Sohail, whom he met through Basit, and in return, he used to make Basit go to all these lavish parties parties and make sure that he meets new people, and then their network would grow strong. So the charges by the NCB against Souvik is also of selling of drugs. But as of now, as Siddhant says, that he is quite apprehensive. He is not saying that he used to sell drugs to other people, but he is saying that he used to procure for his personal consumption. But the question over here is that those who were in close vicinity with Sushant Singh Rajput, be it Rhea Chakrabarti, because now, as the Siddhant said, the name of Rhea Chakrabarti has also come up. Souvik has taken her name, that he used to procure drugs for Rhea Chakrabarti also. Dipesh was the one who used to roll these all joints, because a chat has clearly said that. And Samuel Miranda, the house manager of Sushant Singh Rajput, was the one who used to procure these drugs. So this whole circle of Sushant...
very, very big, because this is what is being alleged right now, that Souvik has directly named Rhea Chakrabarti and said, Tamal, that we were procuring, I was procuring so far, and this is the way all the dots have now been connected. Zaid, Kaizan, these people arrested, then leading to Souvik Chakrabarti, and now leading straight to Rhea.
Well, Padmaja, let's recall what happened on August 28th. On August 28th, from Delhi, Abbas Lakhani was arrested. Abbas Lakhani's arrest by NCB led to Karan Arora from Mumbai's Powai area. And from Karan Arora and Abbas Lakhani's interrogation, Zaid Viltara's name came out. Zaid Viltara was picked up and arrested by NCB just 2 days back. Zaid Viltara then gave out name of Basit Parihar. And Basit Parihar, as he was produced in the court today, in the remand of NCB, has he has apparently admitted to NCB that he used to take instructions from Souvik Chakrabarti. Zaid Viltara is the same individual who is now in NCB custody, who was introduced to Samuel Miranda by who? By Souvik Chakrabarti. Souvik Chakrabarti asked Samuel Miranda to pick up consignment from Zaid Viltara, and Samuel Miranda assigned his own staff to go ahead and collect the consignment. And what you have also learned from our sources within the NCB, that this entire transaction was on till July. Zaid Viltara's admission to NCB had been, apparently as per sources, that he has taken cash money from Souvik Chakrabarti and apparently has also paid through Google Pay.
So now it could be imminent. It could be imminent. All of these dots are leading up straight to the doorstep of Rhea Chakrabarti, and it's going to be very, very difficult for her to now claim innocence any further. And it's also a vindication, Mohit Sharma, for 4 times now, and for people who said that this was nothing more than a witch hunt, that people were being hounded unnecessarily, they've got some explaining to do.
Well, absolutely, Padmaja. Over the course of, the SIT investigation, which Times Now itself has also carried out, it was very clear that there is, evidence which clearly points towards, certain misdoings, and to the tune that, there was drug procurement, there was transactional issues, that there was discrepancies in statements being given by various suspects in this particular case, and all of that is now tumbling out as we speak. At least 4 people sitting in one room being cross-questioned as we speak is a clear-cut vindication of all those chats that we've shown. Clearly, the NCB and other agencies have taken cognizance of the same. The accused, the suspects are being questioned. Most of them have now even come out and very clearly accepted to the tune that, they in fact did not just use it, but were in close, closely linked to various peddlers who were in fact supplying them drugs as well. 2 arrests have already been made by the NCB, which clearly also tells you, that there was in fact a drug nexus which was at play, something that Times Now had revealed through various chats, and something that the NCB is in fact working as we speak.
All right, and remember Samuel Miranda, who was the housekeeper of Sushant Singh Rajput, his number appears in Zaid's call data record. Basit and Mehrotra introduced Souvik to Zaid, and Souvik introduced Miranda to Zaid to get drugs. Thanks very much. Just this entire web that has been decoded by our team of reporters. Thank you all for joining us. We'll keep coming back to you, because today is going to be very crucial. Is there going to be an arrest of Souvik Chakrabarti after this questioning and after this apparent admission? We'll be keeping a close eye. But let me also go across to our panel now. Tuhin Sinha, spokesperson of the BJP, Chandni Shah, advocate, Yogesh Saxena, advocate, and Chetan Singh, political analyst. There were a lot of people, Chetan Singh, who were saying that innocent people are being hounded. Now what?
Look, we need to understand here categorically what is happening is something which we need to interpret, because the agencies are doing their job in a very appropriate manner, and previously also Mumbai police has also done their job.
Sir, आपने तो जलेबी बना दी. मैंने आपको सीधा सा सवाल पूछा. You said all of this while that innocent people are being hounded. Now, after showing you drug chats, I am telling you that apparently Shouvik Chakravarti has said, yes, I used to procure drugs for Riya.
This is the biggest irony of this country.
Are you still going to cry innocence?
In the Bollywood. See, this is the biggest irony, that the Bollywood and these drugs and other stuff, wine, women and all, they all go together. This is the biggest irony. On the top of it, what we are looking for...
No, I'm sorry, I do not agree with that generalization. There is no such irony in Bollywood that everyone's into wine, women and drugs. What is this random generalization? No, you can't say that about all of the film industry. That's a very unfair characterization. You're saying, oh, हाँ ठीक है, सभी लोग करते हैं Bollywood में, सभी drugs कर रहे हैं. It may be illegal, but so what?
I am not saying that. This is the biggest dichotomy.
That is exactly what you said. I am asking you very simply that here there is a confession to an apparent crime.
We all want to know the truth. We all want to know the truth on Sushant Singh case. We all want to know
which is exactly the point. Which is exactly the point that we were trying to harp on all of this while, sir. And at that time, people said, "Oh, stop the witch hunt, stop the media trial."
No, help me understand what the ex-police commissioner has said. He has said categorically that all facts says and indicates that this is a clear case of suicide. So having said this, we have to understand what the police people...
Sir, what are you trying to say? I am asking you a simple, show me a counter fact. You say we must consider all facts. Show me a counter fact to the drug chats that I am putting in front of you. I am putting a simple fact, show me a counter fact.
So you see, like, Padmajaji, if the people will start investigation on each and every individual, I'm telling you, nobody would be scared. Nobody would be spared. In everybody's life, something would be there. But when it comes down to drug, it's a very serious offense. It's a very serious offense, and I am sure NCP is certainly going to take an action against it. And
excuse me, but I still fail to understand what it is that you are trying to say. Because Tuhin Sinha, my question was again very simple. That when the drug chats were put out, we were told that this is a witch hunt. There is a petition which is saying there should not be a media trial. Now, after the chats have led to certain individuals, it is emerging that this was a well-oiled nexus.
Well, absolutely, and Padmaja, what you see right now is just the tip of the iceberg. What is most shocking, as one of your correspondents has just mentioned, that this drug chain went on till the end of July, which, if you remember, I had said this before, it apparently seems that acting was only the cover-up profession of the prime accused. There was a larger nexus, and I repeat over here, that the 28 days that the three of them, Sushant, Riya and Shouvik, spent in Europe last year needs to be thoroughly investigated.
But Chetan Singh is saying, okay,
where
drug peddling may be an offence, but how is it related to Sushant's death? He's saying, you do drug peddling investigation, how is it related to Sushant's death?
Because that was the inflection point. In October, I don't know what happened in those 28 days, whether he was drugged, whether he was blackmailed over something, but that was the turning point for him, after which, he just went out of the public domain. And what happened in the last 6 months, we all know through these drug chats. He was drugged in the guise of medicines. I don't know what he was given, but basically he was incapacitated.
So you're saying this is not just about the drug circle, Yogesh Saxena, but about how Sushant was subjected to it, Yogesh Saxena.
It is the organized crime. If I may put it, the whole angle of organized crime is what is now coming to the fore, and that is what needs to be thoroughly examined.
Padmaja, as far as the
you're saying it's organized crime, but Sushant wasn't a participant, he was a victim, Yogesh Saxena.
Absolutely.
Yogesh Saxena.
Yeah, that is true. He was a victim and NCB on the right track. Padmaja, my submission is this, that the NCB on the right track. They have rightly recorded the statement of the suspects and the other persons. They are recording the confession on the basis of that they are going to have a strong case against the drug peddlers and Shouvik Chakravarti and the other persons also. But my question is only to the extent that the media, they are putting the contents of the statements of the suspect, because by putting the content of the suspect in the media, the other persons, maybe they are the wanted, they are haunted, they are looking by the NCB, they will get the benefit.
How?
And the media should restrain by doing so.
How will they get benefits, sir?
They are getting
if anything, with these messages being out, there was a different direction that the investigation took.
Tomorrow, in case, listen to me. In case tomorrow any person is called who is also suspect. First of all, in case any person who is involved in the drug crime, in case he come to know that his name is also surfacing in this crime, he will try to destroy the evidence. He will try to destroy whatever the material he is having with him. And whenever he is going to give a statement, he will be conscious about the fact, okay, this is what has been disclosed by the other suspects against him. So, let the NCB investigate, let the NCB record the confessional statement of the
Okay, so you're saying nothing should be put out in the public, but the fact is, sir, you say that it will alert the accused. The counter argument is that it alerted the investigating agency to an aspect that so far nobody was talking about. Nobody was even talking about how possibly there was, an attempt to administer drugs to Sushant, possibly against his will. That's what the family is saying. Chandni Shah.
Look, Padmaja, very true that after you got these drug chats out, many things have been surfacing since then, and also Ria's involvement was already established from the start. But she was time and again lying about that she does not procure drugs, she's not into drugs. It was for Sushant and she had nothing to do with it. But many things will also surface when, because NCB is going to put under trial the peddler Zahid. He is going to be under trial, and this will be the first time that someone will be going to the court of law and giving statements to the magistrate. So this will bring a lot of things outside. Also, because you brought the drug angle, I want to give you something which will bring something more, and that is Ria's call records have allegedly shown 30 calls between Ria Chakrabarti and Rajiv Batija. Now, let me remind you who Rajiv Batija is. Rajiv Batija is a director of multiple construction companies, out of which one company, Snow Gold, is already under radar for fraudulence. And also, he's the brother-in-law of the PMC Bank scam accused, Dheeraj Wadhwan, who is known as Baba.
There's a political angle there as well. So this is literally like a massive web where one person is leading to the other, and their culpability and their involvement is now being exposed. This could become more and more interesting now with the skeleton stumbling out. For the time being, thank you very much, all gentlemen. Chandni Shah for joining me. I really have to take a break at this point. I'm back in a minute.